a few good. How do I make these? I feel like these are so close together. Am I wrong? All right. Obviously, I think Mulan is S tier. Mulan is goated fucking movie. I don't even need to explain that one. Can you move camera to top right? Yeah, I can. Story, the fucking impact. She literally became a guy to fit in. Nah, it's definitely S. I think Aladdin was not that good. Mushu is goaded. I just don't like Aladdin personally. Now Jasmine, I don't know. She underage probably, so I'm not gonna say anything, but like I don't think Aladdin was that good. I think Aladdin was like one of those high class bitches who wanna date some fucking poor ass bitch because she got family issues and shit. Like, fuck this movie. I'm definitely Mulan is S for me. Like Aladdin's cat. Toy Story. I think the original Toy Story S. I can, this is my opinion though, right? Like these are the movies that I feel had like a big impact. No, but like I feel like these are on the same plane, no? At least in my opinion. Like Zimmy, it's not like I'm saying fucking Zootopia is S. You know what I mean? I'm saying Mulan. Toy Story legit better. You got to agree with that. I think Toy Story is better. Yes. But I think if we're talking, if I'm looking at, I'll change it if there's not a lot of A's. Well, I gotta see what the whole list is first, and then I'll see like where I'm at. If I'm putting way too many S's and I need to bump some down, then I'll do that. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I'm not even gonna begin with this. Chicken Little was ass. D. I like the we. No, this movie garbage. Meet the Robinsons. I don't think I've seen this movie. I don't think I've seen this movie, so I don't think I'm entitled to an opinion on this. So I'm gonna put it in D. But I've never seen Meet the Robinsons. If you guys recommend Meet the Robinsons, let me know. Emperor's New Groove, I think is. I really like Emperor's New Groove. I think this movie was really funny. I actually really enjoyed Emperor's New Groove. I would say it's B. But I really thoroughly enjoyed Emperor's New Groove. I thought the movie was very, very funny. So I'm gonna put it here. But I could see like people saying like maybe it's C, but I don't see Emperor's New Groove in D. Emperor's New Groove was a pretty funny movie, in my opinion. Little fucking Mermaid, Jesus Christ. I actually don't have a high opinion of this movie. Like I feel like all the surrounding characters that aren't Ariel were more exciting. Am I wrong? Like Sebastian and Flounder and like even Ursula was way more interesting than Ariel. She found a fucking white man and saved him and like I don't know. Hercules, I don't think did anything very special in terms of writing. It was just strong man saves hot girl from demon and then fights 3 colossal demons in the end. I I don't know. I don't feel like that was that compelling. But like, I like Hercules more than The Little Mermaid. I would actually watch this movie. You know what I mean? And granted, like, if I had a girlfriend, I'd probably be forced to watch The Little Mermaid, but I don't, so it's D. The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Oh my god, this movie was like so down bad. Because I liked The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I felt bad for him as a person, as like a character. You know what I mean? Like I thought the storytelling, like man, you know, like he was so down bad. like the he didn't get to kiss the princess, and like I really like this movie. I feel like I'll put it in yeah, he was next level chalk. I would put it in B because I think now I'm gonna start like I'm starting to gauge what my A ranks are, and I think Tarzan goes in my A rank because and I'm not saying that this movie does anything compelling story wise. I think strictly, you gotta hear me out here. That soundtrack saved the movie. You can't fucking tell me that the soundtrack did not save the movie. Okay, maybe I'm overestimating with an A, maybe B, but I think the soundtrack is god tier for Tarzan. God tier soundtrack. Philip Collins did right. It was Philip Collins, right? Phil. Who did the soundtrack for Tarzan? I came up first thing. Yeah, Philip Collins. This man is a fucking genius. Tarzan in itself was just like, raised by monkeys, parents died, white people, look at me, I'm different. But like the Phil really did save the movie. That's why I think like the soundtrack for Tarzan, I think really saves the movie. Frozen, I'm not very highly opinionated on Frozen because I'm not 5 years old when it came out. I feel like respectably I just got to put it at C, even though like I don't think it was that great. But like I don't know, like it's D tier for me in my opinion because I thought Frozen was a fucking snooze fest. Even Frozen 2 was a snooze fest. Yeah. Atlantis, I love this movie. I might have to move down Tarzan because I genuinely love Atlantis. I thought this movie is highly underrated. I'm putting this. If you have not seen Atlantis, the Lost, was it the Lost Island or whatever the fuck? This movie was actually really, really good. I haven't seen Treasure Planet, so since I haven't seen it, I'm just gonna put it in D. Brother Bear. I haven't seen this one either, but I heard it's good. I heard Brother Bear is a good movie, but I could be wrong. But like from what I've heard, Brother Bear was kind of lit, but I don't know. I didn't see it. I heard someone dies at the end. That like at least puts it at C, right? um Beauty and the fucking Beast. Jesus. I'm realizing that I don't have a big thing for these movies. I think once again, like soundtrack really saved this movie because I know the song like the Beauty and the Beast, like that song was a banger. Like I gotta at least respect it at B for like the concept of the movie. I think is really really good. I just think that like for me personally, yeah, you could you could really rock the Pocahontas. I felt like was the most worthless movie I've ever fucking seen. Thoughts and opinions on Pocahontas? I thought this movie was ass. Pocahontas is bad bitch though, but like her movie not that great. It's all about these fucking like it's romanticizing these like white relationships that like I just don't care about. You know what I mean? Like, oh, love the white man. Like, fuck this movie. Home Range? I didn't even know this movie was even in existence. So, D. Oliver and Company. I think I've seen this movie, but I don't remember it. Like, I don't know enough about it. Like, I feel like I've seen it, but I don't remember. So I can't really say. So I'm gonna put it in D. Fantasia, another movie I have not seen. I haven't seen a lot of Disney movies. Maybe I got some catching up to do. Um, I have mixed feelings about Pocahontas. I don't know. The Black Cauldron also have not seen. The Fox and the Hound. Zootopia. Is there a tier lower than D? Because I was not fucking with this movie. Was it really good? Okay, I'll trust your opinion. I'm not a big fan of it. Like, I would put this under. Like, in my opinion, Zootopia is like a fucking F. I did not like this movie. I would rank it lower than these. Can I add F? Whatever. It's just going in D, but just know that that's supposed to be F. Fantasia is easily a B, maybe A. I just haven't seen it, so that's the reason I'm putting it a D. If it's in D, it could either mean that I didn't like it or I didn't see it. So it's not like I'm knocking the movie. I just haven't seen it. Like, this is another movie I haven't seen. Like, in reality, the only movies that I've put in D in reality that I did not like was Chicken Little. I just think this concept of a movie was just whack. I didn't think it was that funny. Zootopia, I thought it was whack. Little Mermaid, I think the main character trash. Frozen, it was just too boring. Pocahontas, boring. Unlikable. I don't know. I don't know. I can't justify Pocahontas. Which was can I add that? Add a row below. Add a row below. I was supposed to put text here, huh? Fuck. Didn't see. Wait, now I just feel like I delete. There we go. All right. So put this. Oh shit, my bad. Whoops. What the fuck? There we go. And I guess I could add an F tier. Add row below. Then F. There we go. Honestly, I somewhat respect this movie more than whatever. It's F. The Aristocrats, once again, I feel like I've seen it, but it's not like, oh my god, it's not coming to me. Maybe I should do the top tiers, because I already know which movies I have at top tier. I think Big Hero 6 is an S tier movie. And anyone disagrees, I think Big Hero 6 was easily S tier. I think that it actually, like, the relationship between, you know, him and his brother, then Betamax was kind of like this, like, living embodiment of that, like, creation, like that memory, and it was built to, like, defend him and, like, do good in the world. But he was like a fat, chunky blob, and I felt like it was really relatable and sweet. I think Big Hero 6 is easily S tier. I don't think it's any question. That movie was so good. Moana was a really good movie, but I don't know if it's S tier for me. I would at least give it A. I think A, it can't go lower than A. Moana was really fucking good. But I don't know if it's S tier. I think Moana is definitely A. Jungle Book, in my fucking opinion, S tier. I have a very, like, I grew up on Jungle Book. Like, this was my shit. What? You didn't like Jungle Book? I think okay, maybe I'm gassing it a little too much. Maybe it's A, but I think Jungle Book is really fucking good. Maybe it's not S, but I do think it's A. I really like Jungle Book. And I think if I'm gonna put Jungle Book here, I would move this down. Jungle Book, great boogly boogly, you know, like oh my god, fuck man, I love that movie. Your F for Jungle Book, really? Okay, I mean, I respect your opinion. I'm not against it. Wreck-It Ralph. I thought this movie was pretty good. Uh, I think it was good enough for an A, and I like the sequel. I think the whole Wreck-It Ralph series was good. It was I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah, Jungle Book goes there, at least in my mind. Lion King. Fuck, I got some opinions about Lion King. I think it's A, but like, I mean, like, I think Scar went out too easily. No, it's S. Yeah, I'm fucking delusional if I think it's A. Bolt. Uh, uh, Ball was whatever. It gets a C. See, I think C is respectable. 101 Dalmatians. In my mind, like my child brain, it's a B. Like this is like a B tier movie. It's not bad. It's definitely an enjoyable watch. I do think some parts of the movie can be boring, which I could justify maybe a C, but I think B's fair. Snow White, like this movie, and this is I'll change this in a sec. Like this movie all feel like the same movie. You know what I mean? It all feels like the same recycled garbage. It's just some dumb white bitch that I don't care about. Like I'm not saying they're F. Like I've seen them. You know what I mean? Like I'd watch it again maybe, but I don't hold them very like highly. I think Bambi. I actually really like Bambi, but I think Bambi. I like Dumbo more than Bambi, so I don't know if I would like tier this higher. Like they're about the same, but I like this movie more. Like it's such a child's movie, but it's also like the adults were so cruel, and then they were making fun of his big ass ears. I don't know, and then I don't know. I really like Dumbo. I think the whole idea of the elephant being Dumbo was just fucked up. You mean you could raise it with the big ears? Lady and the Tramp. Just, I feel like it's fair to put that one in the middle. I think a lot of people. It's like a good subtle sort of romance. I feel like it's hard not to relate to Lady and the Tramp. Pinocchio. Pinocchio was such a dumb bitch. Like this movie is definitely D, right? Like Pinocchio was so fucking stupid. Yeah, he had a father that literally gave birth to him, and like he was so ungrateful in my opinion. He got eaten by a whale. Like I can't justify this movie. Alice in Wonderland is is good for the surrounding characters. Alice herself is like okay, but I think like the elements around Alice in Wonderland make the movie. I don't think Alice is the main character make the movie that great. and that's why I'll put it at C. I do think it has more depth than Cinderella, Snow White, and Sleeping Beauty, and that's why I'll put it higher. But I feel like the main character in Alice was very lacking. Peter Pan, B. Peter Pan, I think as a boy, and the whole idea of going to like Neverland and like flying, I feel like as a child, it's a very very relatable like little boys movie. I feel like for girls, I feel like the movie doesn't hit as hard, but I think for like boys, Peter Pan's like at least B. I think B is fair. Now, Winnie the Pooh, I thoroughly enjoy the comedic dynamic of all the characters in Winnie the Pooh. I love Winnie the Pooh. The Christopher Robin movie was very sweet. But then I gotta move this down because I'm thinking like the next thing I'm gonna say is Lilo and Stitch, and Lilo and Stitch is a far better movie. Like it belongs here. Like I don't even need to think about it. I don't need to think about it. Honestly, you could justify this being on the edge of like it needs a little bit more, and I think it would be an S tier movie. Like a little bit more, like a little touch. Like it's on the apex of being S. Princess and the Frog. I don't even want to talk about this shit. This was I nah, just nah. Didn't see this one. Didn't see this one. Didn't. I probably have seen Robin Hood. I was big on Robin Hood as a kid, so I've probably seen this movie, but I don't remember it. I don't know this one. I don't know this one. But this is Mickey Mouse Fantasia? I don't know this one. What movie is this? This one right here. Does anyone know? Because I don't know what this is. But I feel like I've seen it because I know Jiminy Cricket. I know the characters in it, but I don't know the movie. I'm not sure. And then Tangled. I think Tangled was C. More modern. I think that's my tier list. I didn't see a lot of the movies. Any revisions? Let's see. I know you're so wanting me to move that Mulan, like A at least, but I took a lot of time to think about these. I do think some of these can move down because like I'm thinking of this movie, right? Like I would watch this once and probably never watch it again. Same thing with Bambi. Same thing with Dumbo. I'm thinking about like rewatchability, and I don't think I'd watch these movies. Maybe I'd watch Lady and the Tramp again, but I don't think I'd watch these movies again. You know what I mean? And I think like if it's in B, it's something you'd rewatch. Like you would actually go out of your way to watch it again. Like I would watch Tarzan again. I would watch Beauty and the Beast. I would watch Hunchback of Notre Dame. Emperor's New Groove. I really like this movie, so I would definitely watch it. Lady and the Tramp. I feel like I would watch it. I feel like it's a very calm, subtle romance that it's good enough to watch. But Bambi is like I feel like once you've seen it, you don't need to see it again. It doesn't bring any value from multiple rewatches. Um, and I think I feel that way from like all the movies that are basically F. Um, all of these movies I will never watch. Like I saw Frozen 1 and Frozen 2 and I never had the feeling to watch it again. I've seen Tarzan a bunch of times. I've seen Emperor's New Groove a bunch of times. I've seen Hunchback a bunch of times. I've watched Beauty and the Beast a bunch of times. This one I don't think I maybe have seen twice. I don't think I've watched it more than that. And then I have this on literally VHS. I really like this movie. Moana I've seen more than once. I've literally I went I took two people to see Moana. I went on two dates watching Moana. Um oh no, I went on one date, but I took my sister the other time. So it wasn't 2 dates. It was 1 date. Wreck-It Ralph, I've seen multiple times, and I like the entire like series of Wreck-It Ralph. Like I watched 1 and 2, and I was never like bored watching it. It was enjoyable for me. Lilo and Stitch, I've watched many times. Mulan, I've seen probably like 20 times. Toy Story 20 times. Big Hero 6, even though I don't think I've maybe rewatched it maybe like 1 or 2 times, I do think the value of the movie was so high. Like the quality of the movie was so high that I have to justify it as tier. I think Big Hero 6 was a really, really good movie. Jungle Book, I literally went and watched the fucking live action version. I just I don't know. Mosley or whatever the fuck this little kid's name is. I can't really remember at the top of my head right now. It's 5 in the morning. But no, Mosley's the bear, no? What's the kid's name? I can't remember. Anyways, that shit was my fucking childhood. And then Lion King, I think is untouchable. Lion King will always be like, I think generations after generations after generations will watch Lion King. I think that's an undying movie. Like that, undying. Now, if we're gonna start using the one with Beyonce and the fucking CG one, nah, fuck that movie. The 2D fucking Mufasa getting betrayed, like the fucking elephant stomping his ass out. That I feel like that has to live forever. They got to remaster that video for fucking 4K. I don't know how they gonna do it. They gotta up the quality on that. But I think this is the list. If there's anything that I would change, is potentially move this down to A and then move this down to C. But that's about it. Wait, whoops. That's definitely not an A tier movie. Those are my only two changes. But I think overall, it's pretty solid. Like I know most people would have it like this probably, and maybe like move this down. Like I think this is undeniably the S tier. Undeniably, these three are S tier. I don't want to even hear a fucking thing about it. I think undoubtedly A, but I value this movie in the music and everything, and I really feel like that's just me though, right? But if I had to be really like fucking ruthless about the list, this is the list. And potentially some of these D tiers, I put an F because I really don't give a fuck about them. Pocahontas, literally trash. Like I did not like Pocahontas. You think Chicken Little was C? I think if I had to be as lenient as possible, that's as high as it's going. But in my opinion, it's D. Some could say that Hunchback is like also pushing that A tier. I don't know if you guys feel that way, but I do think that this could be a little higher. I didn't see Up on this list. So I feel like a lot of movies that I care about are missing. Like where's Up? Oh, or Finding Nemo. Like I would put Up probably A. Finding Nemo is probably S tier, huh? I agree with Hunchback pushing A, yeah. Yeah, no, Finding Nemo is S tier as fuck. Yeah. I do feel like this movie could be A, for sure. Um, Is there maybe I could search a little bit? All Disney animated movies? Is this more? Oh, it is more. But I feel like I'm missing a lot of these are like more recent. You guys want me to do the more recent ones? You can speedrun it? Yeah. Which one is this? Sleeping Beauty. Where did I put this on? C. I can't even tell. Why is this? The fucking images for this is ass. I had this at B. No, I had this at. Well, I had this at S, but whatever. I'll just put it for there for now. Haven't seen. Haven't seen. I had this at C. Here. 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 Trash. Here. I can't fucking tell what. Like, why are these images so bad? Here. Didn't see. Oh, this is Beauty and the Beast. This is B. Aladdin, I had it C. Oh, The Nightmare Before Christmas? That's A. The Jack Skellington, this movie is fucking good. Lion King S. The Goofy movie? I actually like this movie, but I don't think it was that great. This is definitely C, but I actually kind of like the Goofy movie. I have watched it more than one time. Fucking, this is going in F. Pinocchio. You know, I'm really rethinking this one. This was deep. Toy Story S. James and the Giant Peach. I watched this at your house, Andrew, and honestly, this movie wasn't bad. I would give this a B. Like, this movie was not bad from what I remember. But that's very like flaky because I've only seen it like when I was at your house. I don't think I've actually watched the movie. Maybe C, because I don't have a great memory of it, but I know I've seen it. And I did enjoy it. Hunchback. You know what? I'll put it in A. I'll give it the respect it deserves. If it's pushing in, I might as well just put it in. This was C. Mulan, I had it S, but we. Bugs Life. I'm not gonna lie. This movie, in my honest opinion, is S. I thoroughly believe this is S. This movie is fucking phenomenal. Yes. Good shit, Zimmy. This was B, I think. I had this at. Toy Story 2, I don't think it was as good as 1. It incorporated Jessie, and that was like it started the whole dynamic between her and Woody. But I don't know if it hits as hard as the original. I'll put it at A. I'll put it at A for now. I have not seen Fantasia. I don't. I probably have seen this, but I don't know enough. Emperor's New Groove B. Atlantis A. Monsters Inc. Now, when I saw Monsters Inc., I have watched this multiple times. I think Monsters Inc. is very, 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 very good. Now, do I think it's S? Because the S tier that we have right now, I think is like I think it's good. I do think Monsters Inc. is good, but I think it's A. Yeah, it's definitely A. This is very good though. Like if someone had it here, I wouldn't be upset. But then again, like I feel like The Nightmare Before Christmas could potentially push this as well. What movie is this? Is this Peter Pan? Okay. Lilo and Stitch, A for sure. What the fuck? I can't tell what this is. Is that How to Train? No, I don't. Can you guys tell? I don't know what this fucking movie is. Treasure Planet? I would have never seen that. And I don't think I've seen that. The Jungle Book 2? I actually don't think I've seen the Jungle Book 2. I didn't even know there was a Jungle Book 2. Okay, we're gonna. I don't. Finding Nemo here. Wait. Yeah, I thought it was Finding Dory because I would put Finding Dory in A. Brother Bear. I'll put that in. Haven't seen it. Dumbo C. Home Range. Haven't seen it. Incredibles. I gotta give this S. I do think Incredibles 2 on the list because I think Incredibles 2 is better. Incredibles 2 was here. Is Incredibles 2 actually better? I think Incredibles 2 is better, but then the time period between the two is so long. I haven't watched Incredibles 1 in a long ass time. I see S tier both of them. Okay, that's fair. I can see that. I think Incredibles. This whole series was heat. It's actually pretty good. If you really like the first Incredibles, this one it matches it or goes beyond, in my opinion. I don't know what this is. It's either it could be Winnie the Pooh, but there's no title on it, and that's bugging me. Chicken Little D. Bambi 2. No. Cars. I did not fuck with Cars. I thought this movie was cringe. I'll give it C. Me the Robinsons haven't seen. Ratatouille. I think Ratatouille is B. I'll give it. This was a very enjoyable watch. WALL-E. You know, shockingly, I haven't seen WALL-E, and I know a lot of people love this movie. So I think at some point in time I will watch WALL-E, but I haven't. I haven't seen it. I've seen clips of WALL-E, but I haven't seen the movie. Anything to do with Tinkerbell, I have not watched. This is just get the fuck out of my face. Bambi, see. Is this one now? Pirate Fairy? No. The Secret Wings? No. No. Up is going to be controversial. Because I think Up actually emotionally broke me. So is that enough to warrant like Up is it's definitely A. I got to give it A. I don't know. It's A. This movie fucking fucked me up. What is it the Princess Frog? I had that at F. I'm sure. Which Toy Story is this? 3? Because Toy Story 4 was at the bottom. Yeah. I don't think 3 was that good. I think 3 was at least B for Toy Story. Tangled, I had this at C, I believe. Cars 2, I was over Cars by the first Cars. Winnie the Pooh, we'll give this C. Brave was actually not bad. Between B or C. I don't think it goes higher, but Brave wasn't that bad. I think it kind of falls into the same idea of Tangled. If animated children movie can break you, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was justifying it S, but like, I think Up is like one of those movies that everybody knows Up. Like you hear Up, and that the first thing people think about, like, damn, that movie was sad. Like, damn, Up has, in my opinion, the same impact as these movies. Now, I don't think people respect Bug's Life as much as they should. I think this is a movie of class and culture. If you think Bug's Life is S tier, because I feel like a lot of people miss that on this movie. Wreck-It Ralph. I had this at A. I thought it was good. Monster. This movie was fucking horrible. It's D. It's Planes. I don't think I've. This was like the same idea of like Cars. Like I just didn't want to watch it. Frozen Another Planes, Big Hero 6, S tier. Inside Out. It was okay. See, The Good Dinosaur. See, I haven't seen it, but I've heard that the movie's not bad, but I haven't seen it. Is this Alice? I thought I had Alice in Wonderland already here. This was C. Zootopia. Fucking wish I could put that lower. Finding Dory. It's not Finding Nemo, and it wasn't as bad, but I felt the movie dragged a little more than Finding Nemo. So I want to say B, but it's pushing A. Like I don't think like it hit me as hard. I think the whole amnesia thing, like I felt like it, like the movie was like at some points just it was just dragging. Because it's not like Finding Dory is a bad movie. I don't think it's a bad. I think a lot of these movies are way worse. But I think at some points in time, Finding Dory was just like, it's like, can the fucking plot progress? I think I'll put it in A because I think if this movie, yeah, I'll put it under. But I could see B for that. Moana easily A. Cars 3, I don't know why there's 3 of them. Coco. I think Coco's A. I like Coco. Coco wasn't bad. Yeah. Wreck-It Ralph 2. I like them equally. I think they both hit the same, in my opinion. I think 2 had a little more substance. But I don't think either movie warrants S. Wreck-It Ralph 2, though, I think was a better movie. Toy Story 4, I think this movie was fucking goated. That they crushed the final movie for this. Like I felt I felt complete when the movie ended. Like I felt like it did everything it needed to do for Toy Story 4 to be the final. I literally thought the movie like it did what it needed to do. It felt like a real closing. Frozen 2, I fell asleep during this fucking movie. I will put this at fucking F. Onward? You know, I started Onward, but I didn't finish it. And from what I've seen, the movie wasn't horrible. I could see C for Onward. Peter Pan, C. Lady and the Tramp, C. And I think the I haven't seen is like nothing that crazy, so I think I could just leave it up here. I think that's a pretty good list. I think that covers most of the movies we've seen, right? I think the S tier can't be changed. I think the S tier is very solidified. I think people would knock this movie. I think people would say Bugs Life doesn't deserve it to be A, but I like the fucking fight with the cockroaches and the fucking nuts and like the sabotage and how they couldn't beat the roaches, but they like figured it out, and the fucking circus parade, and I love Bugs Life. I didn't think Ratatouille was A. Wait, I don't think I disrespected it. I think it's like I think it's one of those movies that's pushing. You know what I mean? I think it could push into it, like if there was like a B plus, Ratatouille would be in B plus. I think Jungle Book. I mean, even though this movie, in my opinion, is up here for me just on nostalgia, I think like Emperor's New Groove, Ratatouille would be B plus. Because then if I go to like A plus, right? I think Nightmare Before Christmas. I think Hunchback. Lilo and Stitch, Mulan. I still think Atlantis: The Lost Empire was very good. Like Moana, like there like a lot of these movies that are A would be A plus. I don't think the A list is like this is undoubtedly A. But like as I said, like Finding Nemo. I mean, not Finding Nemo. Lilo and Stitch could like I could see this. You know what I mean? I could see this in S. Nightmare Before Christmas is actually very underrated. Like I think this is also like it could push this. Same with Hunchback, but I do think a lot of the some of these C's can be B's. Like I don't remember this movie well enough, but like Goofy movie, like I enjoyed the Goofy movie. I think this could be B, but if I'm being realistic about it, probably C. But I enjoyed it. I thought Goofy movie was pretty fucking good. Like I've seen the Goofy movie a couple times now. Like Goofy felt like when Goofy's son like fucking yelled at him and like he was so sad and like I felt that shit, you know? I felt his pain. Um yeah, I mean like anything that's in D realistically in my opinion, I'm just being fair. Like these were like these movies are F to me. Like I hated these movies. I would never watch these again. Like granted someone would eventually force me, but like Princess and the Frog? What the fuck was Princess and the Frog? What was that movie? Who wrote that? You get the colored princess and you just fuck the whole movie up. And then can't. I just can't. I fucking can't. Can't with these motherfuckers. Alright. Now I would love to do more tier lists because I kinda like find these kind of fun. But I'm kind of sleepy.